what a great start. Welcome to today's Yin Yoga class. My name's Jessica. I'm the Health Fitness Program Manager at Miter & McLean. If you have a yoga strap and a block, grab it. If you don't have a yoga strap and you have a long sleeve shirt that you're not really too concerned about stretching out, or a really long towel, or a thick cord, get creative. Anything that you can use to wrap around your foot for a little bit of a support for some hip openers that we're totally going to do today. And if you don't have a yoga block, grab some pillows, grab a towel or two that you can roll up into a nice thick supportive something. Because this is yin. You're meant to relax as much as possible. If you're here a little early, we're going to start in 5 amazing minutes. Most of today's class is on the floor. Actually, I think all of today's class is on the floor. So feel free to lay down on the floor and just start to relax. Enjoy my pets as best as you can. I will too. And I will see you guys in 4 minutes. At which point I will load the bird up with some nuts so that we can have a nice, hopefully quiet class together. Yep, I'll leave the room so she'll chat with you for the next couple minutes. Yay! Okay. Hey everybody, welcome. Couple minutes before we get started, hanging out here on the floor. Seems a little dark in here today, so hopefully you can see me just fine. Hopefully. All right, so you're dressing warm and cozy. You're gathering up all your supportive toys that you need for class today. How's your day so far, you guys? I just went for my week 3, day 1 run number 2 of week 3. already fell a little behind on the training program. But that's okay. I'm back on. So inspired by everyone else who signed up for the virtual 5K. I'm going to do this training. If you're interested in the virtual 5K, come at me after class today in the comments, send me an email, whatever you want to do. You want to take a walk together? We can take a walk together and talk. So many options, you guys. You don't have to do the 5K as a run. Maybe you just want to run 1 mile. Maybe you just want to walk a mile. Maybe you just want to walk for 10 minutes. Yay. Hey, Mary. Good afternoon, everyone. We got, it's 4:30. Okay, cool. Yay. Thanks for coming to Yin today, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to give you an extra second if you didn't already grab some sort of a strappy strap, something. We're going to use that about midway through class. Get ready to just hang out on the floor, melt into your mat, and have a good time. So we're going to go ahead, started here. Oh, let me give the bird some nuts. You can just relax on the floor. Here's a peanut for Fred. Okay. Relax on the floor, lay down in your Savasana. Heels touch, toes fall open. If you want to use your block already, or if you have a foam roller or something, if laying down with your legs flat on the floor is uncomfortable for you, you are welcome to take a slight bend of your knees, but if you have something that you can place under your legs to help you find that support, please use all the props that you possibly can. Because Yin Yoga is all about just relaxing as much as possible. There'll be one part of the body that will be focused a little bit more on stretching, and we're going to hold that stretch for a little longer than we do in our other yoga classes. But really the goal is just to release and relax and let your muscles just hang out. They're just here for the party. We're going to work into our ligaments, our fascia, tissues, even just getting a little stretch into those bones. Who knew? All right, so while you're here, start to slow your breath down. Inhaling in through your nose, long, slow, deep inhales, lungs full, rib cage expanding. Exhaling out through your nose or mouth, whatever feels most comfortable for you today. Take a moment with both your lungs empty before you refill. And enjoy a moment with your lungs as full as possible as well. Just trying to expand the capacity of your lungs. Working to make each breath a little bit longer, deeper, fuller, slower. Particularly working to elongate your exhales. Continue to enjoy this relaxed breath and just start to scan your body from head to toe. And notice where you might be starting or continuing to hold some tension. Relaxing your eyes and your eyebrows. Relaxing your lips and your jaw. Allowing your shoulders to sink down more towards your mat. Maybe a gentle tucking of your chin towards your chest. Get more of your neck and back vertebrae on your mat or floor to be as fully supported as possible. Relaxing your chest. No need to contract your abdominal core, so let that belly hang out. Taking the tension out of your glutes. Maybe your fingertips are curling up into your hands' palms. This is the time for you to just clear your mental desk. If you have an intention that you want to set for class today, maybe something that you're working on or someone that you want to send your energy to, now's a great time to focus on your intention. And then come back to your breath and your complete relaxation. If you decide to keep your eyes open, find one spot on the ceiling above you to focus your eyes. If your eyes are moving, your mind is moving. So enjoy every opportunity that you can to relax. If you do keep your eyes closed, just do the best that you can to create the shapes with your body that I described today. And let's go ahead and just come into our first posture, staying right here on the ground. If you have a prop under your legs, you might need to move it. We're going to start off just gently opening up those hips in reclined bound angle. So go ahead, bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall out heavy towards the side. You might not be as flexible as me, and that's totally okay. So your knees might not come close down towards the mat, and this might be uncomfortable for you to have this opening in your thighs. If you find that's the case, grab your pillow, grab your block, grab your towel, grab whatever you can, and place one under each of your knees or your thighs just to support your legs. And if you don't need that, then you don't have to use that. Find a place to just relax your arms. I have one on my heart and one on my belly. If you want a slight stretch of your pecs as well, you can open your arms out into a nice wide Y. Hands coming up about in level with your ears. You can even bend your elbows if you need to. And then relax. Come back into your relaxed breath. If you find that you came into a stretch that labored your breathing, find something that's a little bit more comfortable. You can have your heels as close or as far away to the center line of your body as feels good for you today. And remember, there's no judgment. So it doesn't matter what you did yesterday, and it doesn't matter what you can and will do tomorrow. Just honor whatever it is that your body brings to your practice today. And be proud of yourself for taking this time. Find a stillness in your posture, wherever it is. No need to go any deeper. Try not to come out from wherever you are. Just focused on your relaxed breath. 1 more minute right here. Don't let that tension creep back into your glutes. That's where it always comes back for me. So consistently through this class, take that body scan from head to toe and notice where your tension might creep back in. Maybe your shoulders tense up. Maybe you're pursing your lips. Maybe you're making that angry face where you get that wrinkle between your eyebrows. Encourage yourself to relax. Maybe even bring a gentle smile to your face. Last 2 breaths right here. Feel free to bring a little wiggle to your fingers and your toes. Just bringing the blood flow back to your extremities. As you send your knees back up towards the ceiling, start to ground your feet into the floor. Go ahead, bring your arms down by your side. We're just going to warm up our posterior chain with a couple of very slow glute bridges. So I do want you to take a moment and just kind of press your lower back in towards the mat. Take a light engagement of your abdominal core. Relax your shoulders as much as possible. Feel free to press your hands palms into the floor. Take a deep inhale, and as you do, lift those hips up towards the ceiling, grounding your heels, big toes, pinkies in the floor, staying up here for at least 1 cycle of breath. Work to really slow that breath down. No need to come all the way up onto the shoulders. You can keep that mid-back tucked down onto the mat if you want to as well. Go ahead, take 1 more deep inhale up here. And on your exhale, slowly, gently release yourself all the way down towards the mat. From here, we're going to articulate our spines in the opposite direction. So imagine that I have a string on your belly button, and as you inhale, you lift your belly up off of the mat. You're pressing your shoulders and your glutes into towards the mat to create as deep of a bridge as you can. Take a couple of breaths right here. That chest is lifted like you're doing the Care Bear stare
and sending all of your good energy up toward the ceiling, into the sky. Take one more nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, release yourself back down towards the mat. Feel free to windshield wipe your knees right and left just a little bit. Relieve any tension that might have already built up into your lower back. And we're going to take a moment right now in a supported glute bridge. So grabbing hopefully a rolled up towel or blanket or something that's a little bit thicker that can provide you some support. You're going to inhale, lift your hips up off of the mat, and then place your object right at the small of your back so that your bum sort of hangs off of the side. And here we are in a supported glute bridge, somewhat similar to that articulation that we just got of our spine. Depending on how deep of a stretch you want, I have my block flat on the floor, so you can also go for something a little bit higher. Once again, finding what feels good for you today, because we're going to hang out here for a couple of minutes. Maybe shake out those shoulders, find as much support as you can of your upper body on the mat. Feel free to have your arms relaxed down by your side. You can have your hands on your heart and your belly. Just finding what feels good for you today, keeping those feet grounded into the floor, and just allowing your lower half to sink off of whatever prop that you found to bring to your practice today. Once again, take a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Get as much of your neck and back vertebrae above the shoulders onto the mat as possible. And find complete stillness right here. That's why it's so great to close your eyes, to truly keep your mind from wandering and looking around. Coming back into your breath. Once again, elongate that exhale. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Take that tension out of your fingers or your toes. Consistently scanning your body, relaxing your glutes. It's so normal for that tension to creep back in. Think of each exhale as you blowing up a balloon with all of your stress, everything that stinks that's on your mind. And then just allowing that balloon to float away. You don't need that. Last 3 breaths right here. On your next big inhale, ground your feet into the floor. Exhale as you lift your hips up. Remove your prop from underneath of you. And slowly, gently release your lower back down into the mat. Take a moment, draw your knees in towards your chest. It's free massage time. Massage that lower back once more on the floor. Knees going in one direction. Go ahead, change the direction of your circles with your knees. Awesome. And then release your feet back down towards the mat. Keep those knees bent. Take a gentle press of your lower back into the mat. You can even shake your hips a little bit right and left. Maybe shake your shoulders. Just shake that tension out. Yay. All right, keep your left foot grounded. Take a deep inhale. Send your right leg up towards the ceiling. Just make some circles with your ankle, with your toes in one direction. Change the direction of your circles. Go ahead, cross your right leg over your left. Coming into that figure 4 stretch, exhale as you send your right knee, right thigh away from you. Feel free to bring your hands. Your hand's an awesome prop for this class. And maybe warming up your hip flexor once more with that hand palm, maybe a gentle press of your right knee away from you in the direction of the end of your mat or the wall towards your toes. Finding a nice gentle stretch. We're feeling it right now. Hopefully your right hip flexor. Back to your nice relaxed breath. Relax the tension in your shoulders. Once more, a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. No need to pull that belly in tight. The only thing you're focusing on is stretching your right knee away from you. We're just going to hang out right here. This is going to be our whole hip opener. No need to push deeper on every exhale. Just keeping that consistent tension in your hand on your thigh can just help you to continue to find that stretch. Feel free to close your eyes if you open them. Relax those shoulders back down towards the mat. Relax your glutes, relax your toes. Relax your eyes, your mouth, your nose. Last 2 breaths right here. Enjoy your inhale. On your exhale, send that right leg back up towards the ceiling. One more chance to just make some circles. Just waking that leg up. We're gonna really stretch it out after we get the left side. Change the direction of your circles with your ankles. Wiggling those toes. And relax your right leg down towards the mat. If you need to, take a moment, windshield wipe your knees right and left. Relieve any tension you might feel in your lower back. And then ground your right foot down towards the floor. Inhale your left leg up towards the ceiling. Start to make those circles. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of crunching, a lot of cracking in this left ankle. Didn't feel it so much in the right. How's about yous? Change the direction of those circles. And as you're ready, go ahead, cross that left ankle over your right thigh. Make sure it really hangs off the side. Start to stretch your left knee away from you, and you can either just set an intention, create the stretch that feels good by stretching through your knee, or once again, bring your hands to your hip flexor, maybe warming up that hip flexor a little bit more, maybe pressing on your thigh. Tuck your chin to your chest. Get your neck, your shoulders back down towards the mat. Work to keep that lower back on the mat. Don't stretch your knee away from you so much that you really feel your lower back and your right glute come off of the mat. Once again, feel free to close your eyes. Back to your breath, scan your body head to toe. What changed? What changed in your stretch? Did you bring your chin away from your chest? Did you take the tension back into your shoulders and curl your shoulders off the mat? It's so normal. So normal to just revert back into those spilky feelings that we had before class started. Do you ever just sit at your computer and notice how much you're wearing your shoulders as earrings? Now's the time. Now's the time to really work deeper into our bodies and our minds. Because this relaxing breath can be with you at any point of the day. Maybe you've started to find some ujjayi breathing, a little constriction on the back of your throat on your inhale, creating a snoring sensation. Can really help to warm the body up as well. Last 2 breaths right here. Relax your left hand down if you were pressing on your thigh. Inhale the left leg back up towards the ceiling. Once again, some circles with your ankles and your toes. One direction. In the opposite direction. Relax your left leg back down towards the mat. Windshield wipe your knees if you need to. Awesome. Then go ahead, kick your legs out in front of you. Keep your strap nearby. We're about to use it. We're going to focus a lot on the right leg, do a number of stretches on the right leg, and then we're going to do the same stretches on the left leg. Okay, so remember, it's really normal as we're trying to work a little bit deeper into our fascia, ligaments, tendons, even those bones, tissues, skin, that as you hold these stretches, you might start to really feel some like shaking, some trembling of your muscles. Enjoy it. If it does not feel comfortable for you, feel free to come out of the stretch a little bit, maybe even completely for a second. Come back in when you're ready. Just do the best that you can. Okay, so your strap is nearby. I might even suggest that before we even get started, if you have a real strap, that you make some sort of a loop with it that you're going to be able to put your foot in. And if you don't have a real strap, if you have a towel, you're going to be able to hold that towel over your whole foot. If you have a shirt, you can always make a loop with your shirt that you can stick your foot in at the end, or also have your foot at the neck part of your shirt and hold onto the arms. It's going to come up in a hot minute. Okay, so keep your left leg down on the mat. We're going to come into half wind removing pose. So go ahead, draw your right knee up towards your chest. Reach your hands up and interlace your fingers on top of your knee. Pull it all the way out, away from your rib cage, and then back up towards your shoulder. If you're having trouble grabbing hold of your knee on top of your shin like I am, you can always grab hold of the back of your knee, just a slightly different stretch. And if you already need to use your strap, you can feel free to use that strap right here to help you draw your knee in towards your chest and relax your shoulders back down towards the mat. Once again, take that gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. I like the pressure that I can create with my hand palm on my shin. Okay, so for wind removing, you're going to gently pull your belly in and press your lower back down towards the mat. Stretch your elbows in the direction of your hips and keep your chin tucked towards your chest. As you're pulling on your shin to bring your knee closer to your shoulder, you're also pressing your shin in towards your hands' palms to create an equal and opposite contraction. So pulling and pushing, sucking your stomach in. Your biceps might even be trembling right now from the isometric contraction that you're creating right here. And if you're really lucky, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure in your lower right abdomen as we are massaging internally our ascending colon. Just a couple more relaxed breaths here. See how much you can relax and release your left shoulder down towards the mat. If your left calf muscle is not touching the mat, gently flex those left toes back towards your face. Continue to stretch your shoulders away from your ears and your elbows in the direction of your hips. I have my upper arms closely braced by my side. Ooh, and I am feeling some shaking, some trembling in my upper body. Let's take 2 more slow breaths right here. Super slow exhales. 1 more. Great. Keep your right hand where it is. We're going to come into a reclined pigeon. So you're going to take your left hand and grab hold of your right foot. And if you can't reach your right foot, feel free to, again, use your strap. You can put that strap around the left toe, right toes, my bad. And use your strap to help pull your right ankle closer towards your left ribs. I still have my right hand on the outside of my right knee, just keeping that as in line with the center of my body as feels good for me. And maybe for you, it actually feels good to have it more out to the side. We're just finding the stretch that feels best for us today. Once again, tucking your chin towards your chest. Feeling a big stretch, presumably, starting to happen on the back of your leg, but also in that hip flexor, that hip crease, depending on how much you're able to bring your right knee towards your chest. Four more breaths right here. Stick with it. Find that mental focus. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Nice work, everybody. Next up, we have big toe stretch. So, option to just grab hold of your right big toe with your middle and second finger, or to take that strap that you created, wrap it around the arch of your foot, hold onto your strap as you send your right foot up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 3 different big toe stretches right here. So on the first one, I want you to use a couple exhales to draw your knee a little closer towards your nose. And then start to relax your hands down your strap if you can. To relax your shoulders back down towards the mat. You might not be able to get your hands all the way down towards the mat. I still have my left hand holding onto my strap, helping to keep my knee coming in the direction of my nose. But I'm really relaxing my left hip flexor, my left leg, my upper body into the mat as much as possible, and just focusing on my breath. I'm focusing on the stretch that I'm creating on the back of my right leg. And for you, your right leg might be really high. You might still need to keep a bend in your knee. Everybody's body is different. You're just finding what feels good for you. There should be a little bit of tension and discomfort on the back of your right leg and into your right glute, but there should not be pain. You should be able to continue to breathe normally. Three more breaths right here. Great. Now you're going to bring your right pinky toe out to the side as much as feels comfortable for you today. Feel free to grab hold of your strap, your prop, however you want to. You might even want to take a block and place your block out towards the side where your foot is to actively relax your foot a little bit on something. You're welcome to use your props as much as you want. You're finding the stretch that feels good for you that you can hold on to. So you might find that you came into a stretch that for a second was like, I'm the man. And 10 seconds later you were like, just kidding. And that's totally okay. Come into your comfortable stretch. The more that you practice this, the more that you just hang out here, the more you're really going to increase your flexibility. That's what Yin is so awesome about. And you don't need to come to this practice with a lot of flexibility. because it'll come with time. Scan your body from head to toe, and then your other toe also. Relax and release that tension. Three breaths left right here. One more big stretch coming up for this right leg. On your next exhale, gently feel free to walk your hands up your strap. Support yourself however you need to get your right leg back up towards the ceiling. And then extend your right arm out towards the side as you gently cross your right leg over the left side of your body. Maybe you can get that right big toe close towards the floor. You can roll over as much as you want, coming into a spine twist here. Or you can really keep the stretch in your leg by keeping your right glute down on the mat and just finding a stretch. Pulling that right leg over the left side of your body. Relax your shoulders, so only coming into as deep of a stretch as you can be of your leg or in the spine twist if that was the option you wanted to do today. Where you can still find relaxation in your upper body and through that left leg. Keep that beautiful mental focus for 3 more breaths. Awesome. Gently start to bring that right heel in, bending your knee. Go ahead, take the strap off of your right foot. Extend your right leg out for a moment. And let's hang out in Savasana. Heels touch, toes fall open, palms face up towards the ceiling. Take 3 more breaths in complete stillness. Great work. I know you did it. All right, go ahead, flex your right toes to your face and draw your left leg up. We're going for when we're moving on the opposite side now. So grabbing hold of your shin 2 inches below your knee, pulling your knee out away from your rib cage and then back up towards your shoulder. And remember, if you need to, you can grab hold behind your knee if you need, or using your strap, you can pull that down on your knee, but you really want to pull. Wherever, however you held on, can you squeeze your arms close into the sides of your body? Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Start stretching your elbows down towards your hip, tucking your chin towards your chest, getting as much of your neck and back vertebrae flat on the mat, and open your chest, press those shoulders into the mat. Stretch your elbows down towards your hips. Keep your stomach sucked in. Lower back pressed down towards the mat, pulling on your shin. pressing your shin into your hand palms or strap. Sucking your stomach in, pressing your lower back into the floor, pulling, pushing, pinching sensation this time in your lower left abdomen. That's your descending colon. This little wind removing is so good if you feel like you've eaten too much. Make sure you always do right side first and then left. Ascending, then descending, or else you can constipate yourself. Dun-dun-dun. The more you know. Last 2 breaths right here. Relax those shoulders away from your ears. Oh, so much trembling of my body right now. Keep that strap close by in case you need it. We're going to come into this reclined pigeon. So reach down, grab hold of your right foot as you left foot, oh my gosh. Bring your left toes closer towards that right shoulder and keep your left hand on the outside of your knee. Feel free to use that strap if it's really hard for you to grab hold of your foot, and just use your strap and start pulling it in towards your chest. So you're kind of aiming for the idea of getting your heel up towards your ribs, even towards your armpit. But you're doing the best you can with the body you have today. And if you're using your strap, you can even relax your other arm onto the floor. Relax. Wah, 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 relax. Just do it. If you haven't gotten the impression, that's what Yin is all about. As much relaxation as you can. Tuck that chin, release the back of your head. Breathe it out right here. Big stretch happening on the back and the outside of your left thigh right now. Remember, it's normal to feel this trembling, just hanging out where you can still breathe, whatever that means for you today. And if you need to come out for a second and then come back in, fine. Maybe next time you can hang out a little longer. Maybe next time is a day that you can hang out longer, because every day is different. So just being cool with whatever you're bringing today. Oh yeah. Last 2 trembling breaths. We're going to come into that big toe stretch again. So take your strap, hook it around the arch of your foot, or reach up and just grab hold of your big toe with your pointer and your middle fingers, and then send that left leg up towards the ceiling. Use a couple of exhales to find that stretch that feels good as you bring your knee towards your nose. Once you find that stretch, if you can, allow your arms to sink down on your strap, because you want to find as much relaxation as you can. Relaxing your shoulders, relax your chest. Take all the tension out of your right leg. And if you find that you need to, if you're super uncomfortable, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it on the other side, and you need to bend that right knee a little bit, you just got to find what feels good for you today. I hope that you are experimenting with finding that with your props. Feel free to close your eyes. Just enjoy the stretch that you're making. Feeling that warmth that's just starting to create on the back of your legs, inside of your body. Oh, your amazing energy. Put it out there. Last 3 breaths right here. Stay right where you are. No need to come any deeper. You got it. English Bulldog determination. Bengal Tiger strength. You're going to use your next exhale. Feel free to change your hands on your strap. Feel free to bring your prop along as you open your leg out to the left. I got a chair here and I'm going to use it. Feels awesome. Still using my strap a little too though. We're home, you guys. You gotta be creative. Gotta be creative in your practice. Still feeling an amazing stretch all throughout the back, even the inside of my left leg. Holy guacamole. Doesn't guacamole sound good? Bring that focus back to your body. As I get close to the end of my practice, I'm going to be real. I start thinking about food really hard. But we can think about what we're having for dinner later. Keep focusing on yourself right now. Even if you have to truly focus on your breath, counting your breath to stay as present in the moment as possible. So hard. Last 2 breaths right here. Get ready to move on that next exhale. Start to lift your leg up towards the ceiling. Enjoy a big inhale up here, and on your next exhale, find the stretch that feels good as you cross your left leg over the right side of your body. Feel free to stretch that left arm out towards the side. Ooh, if being in a stretch like this is really uncomfortable for you, feel free to bring it into a spine twist and bring those toes down towards the floor. We're just rolling a little bit more onto your left hip. Experiment, take a minute, find what feels good. Find what feels okay enough to hold for today. Let's put it like that. Back to your slow, beautiful breath. So good, you guys. Almost there. Last 3 breaths. Okay, on your exhale, bend your knee. As you bring your knee in towards your chest, reach towards your strap, unhook it from your feet. Send your left leg out to meet with your right. Feel free to windshield wipe those knees, shake your hips, whatever feels good. Let's come into another Savasana. If you can believe it, this is our final Savasana, you guys. So this time you can feel free to open your legs a little bit wider. Open your arms a little bit wider. Reposition your shoulders, your glutes. One more opportunity to sink into your mat. We got 2 minutes right here in our final Savasana together, and then you're welcome to stay here longer if you have time. We'll even finish class together on the floor today. Even final namaste. If you've had your eyes open the whole class, take the opportunity to close them now. Check out the back of your eyelids. Do you see anything cool? One more opportunity to scan your body from head to toe, relaxing your, shake it out if you need to. No more tension. Inhaling in happy thoughts, good energy, positivity. Exhaling out stress, anger, resentment. Inhale a smile onto your face. And exhaling, keep it there. Take a moment right here on the floor to just bring your hands, palms to the center of your chest with your thumbs touching on your sternum. Just continuing to relax in your Savasana as you truly take a moment and focus on yourself and on the pride that you should be feeling for enjoying this practice today, for allowing yourself this time to fill your personal cup so you can share it with others. Thank you guys so much for coming and sharing your energy, not just with me, but with everyone else you come in contact with. I can't wait to see you guys all again soon. If you have any questions or concerns, you know how to reach me. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Namaste. Yay.